go down here. You can actually just swim down here, but like I said, I like my car. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's switch. This is the vehicle weapon screen. Well, again, when we get more, we'll do something else. But yeah. Ah, yeah, it's so satisfying. That game, that gun was in the first game. In the first game on Nintendo, you had all three of them, and you had to find ammo for them. And that was basically how they managed. It wasn't like you found a weapon power up that made them work. That made them work. All right, so this is the last mini dungeon in the first area that we absolutely have to do. Like I said, this weapon just dominates everything. So you don't want to get hit. Later on, we'll get a cool power-up that'll help us out with that. Let's go this way. You got full health and everything, so there's no point in chasing down a bunch of other stuff. If this was Zelda, I'd grab every heart I came across. But this is Blaster Master. I was so ecstatic when they announced this game. I was such a huge fan of the first game. It suffered from some issues. It's the biggest issue for me is the thing that most retro games suffer from was a lack of a map screen. But other than that, I thought that game was amazing, and there was no save system. You had to start to finish. It's funny, it's the second time I mentioned this during the playthrough already. Rygar was the same way. Where Rygar was a big adventure game with no kind of save menu or anything like that. When you wanted to play Rygar from beginning to end, just like Blaster Master, that was time during your day that you set aside to play that game all the way through. You were not playing it for an hour and then coming back to it later. If you played it for an hour and came back to it later, you started at the beginning. All right, so we got ourselves a boss here. Some giant mutant. Hey, you got it right. Right on the money. The Forest Destroyer. Mother Brain! It's fine. I don't remember this being called Mother Brain in the first game. We'll set up a mine because he's going to come right at us. I swear that the developers said, let's just call it Mother Brain to, make everybody happy. This is ABMR. Another Blaster Master remake, which there was never one before, so. Alright, so we get the Hyper Shot now. You couldn't leave the first area. Damn it. Couldn't leave the first area without the Hyper Shot. There was a monster blocking your way that was immune to your regular gun. This game... forest area... Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's a little hand-holdy, but not bad. It's very directional. You're very... If you can't go any further, it's because you're missing something. When you are able to go further, there's only one other way for you to go. Like, it's, it's classic retro style. Ah! But yeah, God, this game's so good. And not even the original. I'm talking about this game. Yeah, I mean, $10. Definitely worth it. You can beat it, and then again, there's an extra ending. I don't see any DLC coming out for this, but all right. So let's double check the map. Oh, we forgot something. Hold on. Alright, so we got a stronger gun, though. I'm feeling a little bit better about that. I was feeling a little weak. Like I said, I've been used to playing it. Hold on. There we go. Ah, see, there we go. Yeah, you couldn't get that before anyway. One of those is down at the bottom level too. So you couldn't get through. And then the one at the bottom guards the doorway to the second stage. But yeah, it's very much... You need the boss's power up from the first boss in order to get to stage 2. You need the power up from the second boss to get to stage 3. You know, there's a lot of that. And there is a little bit of backtracking. I think that was the problem for me with the NES game, was that without a map, you know, you don't need a map if it's relatively linear. But there was a lot of backtracking that needed to be done. So you needed to resort to, which was the kid that I was. I had no problem drawing the maps, like drawing maps of adding doorways and stuff, and you know, this is in this area, but I could see that doorway, but I couldn't get to it. So, good shot. You know, I had no problem with that, but not everybody did that. You know, it's a little bit much, which can be a little off-putting to people. Those things they're kind of annoying. They'll get on you and they'll juggle you around. So avoid getting hit with them as much as possible. We do not have the map yet for this area, so we're gonna explore. That thing in the upper right corner, it's supposed to be the tracker that's leading you to the frog. But it'll lead you to... For the first couple levels, it's going to lead you to specific things. Like, the frog's not in here. But then it's going to... When I get whatever's in here, it's going to tell me, oh, it's... Now the tracker's not there anymore. It's coming from somewhere else. If I remember right, that actually stops. Or I just completely stop paying attention to it, which is also extremely possible. And I think I said it, but in case I didn't say it, I'm playing this on Nintendo Switch. I think it's a Switch exclusive right now, which is pretty cool. You know, you hate to sound like one of those guys that's like, it's on my system and not yours, but it is pretty cool. You know, I feel like I like the original game, so I'm glad I have the Switch that I'm able to play it. Alright, so now we have the map. Yeah, so then it's, you know, the signal's gone from here. So now we have the map, so now you can see there's a health power-up, 3 different items, and then that blue one down there, the little blue star, that's an item. I don't remember what differentiates that from the items that you get from the little mini bosses. I think they're weapons, and then the little item is items. Let's see here. Okay, so if you see there's the gray lines, which mean that it's all part of the same room, and then the blue lines are separate. So I'll need to go up if I want to get to that mini boss all the way at the top. Alrighty. Yeah, this looks good. Nice shot. Alrighty. A little saving. Nothing wrong with a little saving.